Well, good afternoon to you all. I hope you're all right. I haven't got no tie on day. It's too hot, too warm. I hope you've all had a good weekend. And stay alert and stay safe. All right. Now, tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the 2nd, if anybody want to listen, I'm doing a little talk about the Cornish Copper Company live on the YouTube channel of Hale Heritage Centre. So if you want to listen to a bit of whatever, tune in for 7:30 p.m. All right. Now, my first story today is called Cambrai. 'Tis Boxing Day, and we'll all go up Cambrai see the hounds meet, said Mother. Bit of walk to do us all good. Get your boots on, Matty, and Richard Henry, put away your marbles. 'Twill give us about an hour there, said Feather. If we make haste, we can catch a tramcar. There's one thing I'm always been told, replied Uncle Matty. Never run after a tramcar or a woman, 'cause another one will be on in a minute. Mother said you went work one day and went so fast you met yourself coming home. I been like that myself, said Feather. Don't know if I'm coming or going. The hounds meet 11 o'clock. 'Tis grand to see them, comes on. We can take a bit heavy cake, keep us from blowing away. My feet are sore, said Uncle Matty. I ain't used to much walking. Got walk everywhere here, replied Father. If you get married, you got walk up the aisle. Sides, 'tis they Yankee boots you to wear, like the ones I seed up in window up Camborne, marked nothing like leather. It was 10 o'clock. They were ready to go, and off they started. We shall miss the baby show, said Richard Henry. There's a silver cup to be given to the best baby in show to be held for 12 months. They're welcome to hold the baby for 12 months, said Feather. 5 minutes is too long for me. There was a tramcar waiting, and they were all soon aboard. 3 tickets and a half for Luggin Highway, asked Matty, who was the guest, and he was expected to pay. Here we are, said Feather. Faster than the donkey can go. Got a long climb, reached the top. I wish I'd never bought that heavy cake. It's a good name for him. How were all they big rocks up there, asked Richard Henry. I don't know, replied Father. They was there last time I was here. I can't go no further, cried Uncle Matty. My poor feet, I gotta sit down. All right, remarked Mother. We'll sit down, and you can go on top, Richard Henry. Say a piece of cake for me, he replied, as he started to climb up the hill. He had not gone far before a man on a horseback came to him and asked him if he'd seen a fox running that way. Like a brown dog, is it? Yes, said the man, that's it. Got a short nose? Well, yes, you're right. With a long bushy tail? Yes. Which way did it go? No, I haven't seen nothing like that, replied Richard Henry. There were hundreds of people on top of the cairn, and Richard Henry was so interested in the pack of hounds and the riders with their red coats. He forgot the time and enjoyed himself running around. He was surprised to see Feather climbing up the rocks after him. You'll have it, said Feather. Wherever have he been? Mother is down there in some way. Don't he know what the time? 'Tis nearly tea time, and we've ate all the cake. Where's the house of water? Asked Richard Henry. I want a drink. I'll leave he in if he don't come on, replied Feather. I can hear Mother screeching from up here. Mother was delighted to see Richard Henry again, and asked if he enjoyed himself, and did they catch the fox. We shall catch cold sitting here, said Matty. What a place 'tis, no pub, no nothing. Yet they say it to make a pretty picture. I would have a nap if I thought the boy wouldn't be away so long. Have a nap, said Mother. You've been sleeping for 3 hours. I could do with a cup of tea. We'll have tea up Camborne when we go home. 'Tis Christmas time, and we'll have a treat. It was the usual football match between Droost and Camborne, so the tramcars were loaded with men returning from the match at Droost and would not stop. One after another passed them, and they were waiting for an hour. They decided to walk home. Uncle Matty took off his boots and was carrying them over his shoulder. When I get home, said he, I'll stop there. I went and moved for weeks. Of course, when they arrived in Camborne, all the shops were closed, being Mara upon Christmas Day, said Father called it. Another mile now, said Richard Henry. Tell us the story, uncle, to pass the time away. Little Willie had a watch. He swallowed it one day. Now he's taken pills to pass the time away. I can't think about nothing but my poor feet. Good job I haven't got more than two. Oh, shut up about your feet, said Mother. Everybody got something. The woman next door we got black beetles. Last week she asked me what's good for them. I told her about an insect powder. 3 days after she said to me, I thought you said that powder was good for black beetles. I took the 3 doses and they're still running round home. I know a man once that used to walk in his sleep, but he was cured of that. How? Asked Matty. They put a bath of water down to the bottom of the stairs. Walk in, did he? Yes, caught a cold and died, but it cured him of walking in his sleep. Run along in, Richard Henry, open the door and put the mats to the fire. I never want to go up Carnbrae no more, said Mother. If they want hunt foxes, they can. I'd rather stay home and look out the window. Make home the door. Now a little poem. If I found a widow, wealthy and old, who had her taps in her bathroom plated with gold, a big swanky rolls outside her door, oh, if such treasures I found, I'd search no more. I'd pursue her, I'd woo her, I wouldn't rest, till her age-old and riches were clasped against my chest. She wouldn't be sorry, she'd shed no tears, 'cause I'd guarantee her that her last few years would pulsate with a passion she should have forgot. I'd be the balm that for years she had sought. Course, she being so old, she couldn't last long. In no time at all she would be gone, and I would be left in my middle-aged health with the gold-plated taps, Rolls Royce, and her wealth. But here I must pause just for a while, reflect for a moment with a bit of a smile, that it's indeed true the world is a stage, for I am willing to bet that in my old age there'll be some bright kitten little bird, some cute little kitten, sitting at home, smoking pot or just knitting, thinking to herself, if I found a widower, wealthy and old, who has taps in his bathroom plated with gold. Thanks very much.